Hello, everyone. I wish I could be with you in person, but I'm currently offline in a very literal way, observing the Jewish holidays of Shmini Atzeret and Simchat Torah. No texts, no email, and yes, not even 5G. These holidays mark the conclusion and the immediate restart of our annual reading of the Torah, the foundation of Jewish life and law. On Simchat Torah, we finish reading the last verses of the Torah and without missing a beat, begin again from the very first line. It's a celebration of continuity, renewal, and the idea that learning and connection are never truly complete, they evolve. As a matter of fact, it's a lot like how we think about building the next generation of wireless networks. 5G isn't the end of something, it's the launch pad for what comes next. That's exactly what Mobile World Congress is all about, not just celebrating how far mobile innovation has come, but laying the groundwork for what's ahead, from AI-driven network architecture to the seamless convergence of networks and services. It's not just about faster speeds, but greater efficiency, resilience, and innovation that keeps America at the forefront of global technology leadership. Just like in the Torah cycle, there's no standing still. The wireless industry adapts and pushes forward, always with an eye on what comes next. And spectrum is the fuel that powers that progress. At NTIA, our top priority is meeting and hopefully exceeding our statutory requirement of identifying 500 megahertz of federal spectrum to be auctioned and reallocated for full power commercial license use, including at least 200 megahertz within 2 years. Thankfully, we're already well on our way. NTIA and NOAA have identified the first 5 megahertz of federal spectrum for the FCC to auction in part of what's known as the L-band. Meanwhile, we're benefiting from the head start we had in the 7 gigahertz band thanks to the Trump administration's spectrum sprint, and both NOAA and the FAA have leaned in on clearing 2.7 gigahertz. While many of you are eyeing the 7 gigahertz and 2.7 gigahertz bands as early bands for NTIA to identify, I'm also growing increasingly excited about the 4 gigahertz band and the opportunity to clear a large swath, potentially up to 400 megahertz, of prime mid-band spectrum. Yes, it's a complicated band. Yes, there are a range of federal agencies and systems there. And yes, it has been the least developed in terms of study or even getting the funding we need to begin the study. But don't bet against this administration when it comes to getting stuff done. DOJ, the second largest user of the 4 gigahertz band, has already shown a willingness to explore clearing 4.4 to 4.9 gigahertz, and my team at NTIA is making progress with other agencies across the band. I am laser focused on getting this band studied and cleared as quickly as possible. If not during this administration, then teeing it up for the next one. This job is about setting spectrum policy for the next decade, and I think the 4 gigahertz band could be a cornerstone of that effort. While the spectrum pipeline has our focus here at home, we also know that the future of wireless extends beyond our borders. WRC27 is just around the corner. Setting our domestic spectrum policy will inform our international spectrum positions, which we must quickly identify so that we can work to build support among our allies. We are working closely with the White House, the State Department, the FCC, and other partners to develop positions that will enable the United States to enter WRC as the world's most dynamic and authoritative leader in spectrum management. Next year, there will be a host of meetings to prepare for WRC 27, and the U.S. must be ready not just to participate, but to lead. This includes identifying key bands for IMT and doing so with purpose and urgency. At WRC 23, the U.S. entered the conference without a position on any new IMT designations. That is not how you lead on 6G, and we will not let history repeat itself. I wish you all success at this year's Mobile World Congress. I'm confident that American industry and innovators will keep leading the way, but leadership isn't automatic. It takes vision, clarity, coordination, and the will to move faster than the challenges ahead. We're not standing still, we're just getting started. Thank you.